So, faith has always been a very personal thing to me, for better or for worse. And so, I think part of what I'm really excited about for this fellowship is to be able to make that more of a shared experience and a communal experience, which isn't to say that faith hasn't been communal for me in the past, but I think that this fellowship provides an opportunity to make it even more so, and with people that I maybe normally wouldn't share, religious community with. So, growing up, my family was very religious. All of our family gatherings were often centered around religion. We'd gather for holidays. All of our weddings were in churches. All of our funerals were in churches. It was always something that brought us together in a good way, and it was always a part of my life growing up. But then, in contrast, I would say my broader community growing up, faith wasn't as big a part of my experience, and I kind of kept my, religious community and my broader, social community separate. But I think in a healthy way, in a way that really worked for me, and that I did have a very strong faith community and a youth group that I grew up with and that guided me through high school, but that was kind of separate from what I would consider my broader community. And so, but at the same time, I think my faith was a big part of my identity, and I think because I had a more personal relationship to my faith, I think I became, felt that I had a more personal relationship with God, and so that's kind of what guided my faith experience. And so coming into college, I kept that close personal relationship with God, I think, and I never really, or I haven't yet found that same faith community here that I had growing up. I'm a part of, and which isn't to say that it's non-existent, it's just different. I'm a part of a Greek University, which is a Christian organization for people in Greek life, and that's been a faith community for me. But I think more so, my faith community has transitioned into, I think just understanding how other people practice and what works for them, and I almost spend more time learning about other religious traditions than my own. But I think that in an interesting way, and I talk about this in my blog post, but I think that strengthens my own understanding of my faith and brings me closer to God, in understanding how other people experience religion. I think that strengthens my own beliefs. And so, yeah, I'd say now, faith is still a big part of my identity, but it's becoming more and more, a shared experience, which I find, really mutually beneficial for everyone involved. And yeah.